What's going on YouTube? AncapTwoFour coming back with a new formation scheme that we're going to do all week long out of the New England Patriots playbook. The formation we chose to do this week is going to be gun spread Y slot. It's something I really like because of its ability to show different looks between different motions. We're going to have a lot of fun with being able to kind of get some route combinations due to those positioning in which we get people to play. Now, what we're going to do on this video is look at the play called Smash and really show you how it's a great cover 2 and cover 3 beater, no matter what variation of cover 2 or cover 3 they're going to play, whether it's a traditional cover 3 or a inverted cover 3 with those cornerbacks and deep halves, or just a cover 2, whether they hard flat it or whatever they may do with it. We're going to have some great success when it comes to using this play. So let's go ahead and bring that to you now. So for this play design, we want to make sure that we're on the left hash mark, and I'm going to show you how it goes against cover 2 first. Now, before we get into the play, I want to make sure that I show you how to efficiently set this play up in order to give you the most time possible to get your hot routes in. So the first thing you should do is put the Y on a fade and then max protect. You can get both those adjustments in prior to getting to line of scrimmage in order to make sure that you've got the ability to get as much time as possible. Now you're going to take this Y and you're going to motion him to the right. While doing so, you want to get this B and put him on and out. Now you've got the whole right side of the screen all set up, so you should be good to go, and all you got to do on the left side is pick one or two routes. If I don't know what they're doing, I'm going to put this X on an in. That's going to give us the ability to have a route that if a middle linebacker user gets kind of aggressive and wants to try to take away the right side of the field, we're going to make him pay with that X in the middle of the field. And we can also always playmaker him up if we see that there's open space. Now, if I know that they're going to be doing cover 2, I'm going to put this guy on a smart routed out. And that's going to give us the ability to test their knowledge of how to deactivate man coverage. If you see here, we got a 4x1 set, meaning that we've got 4 receiving threats that are either directly behind the quarterback or to one side of him, while leaving 1 threat on the opposite side. In this case, you can see that the X is the opposite side. He is by himself, and that's going to man activate this cover 2 as long as they don't play underneath it over the top coverage. So if you run this early in the game, you can definitely test that knowledge, test their ability to do it. They may know how to do it, but they just may not practice it every single down. And we want to make sure that we give them one more thing to think about as they're setting up their defenses, and that's going to give you the advantage. So I'll show you that real quick on the left-hand side. If we were to hike this ball, the player on the left is going to man activate. We're going to be able to throw this out pattern and get ourselves that easy yardage because we're able to at least look to the left side before really carrying out to the right. Let's go ahead and look at how we want it to be as far as the design of the play to attack the right side of the field. And what we're going to do here is the same thing. Y on the fade, max protect, move him over, put the B on and out, and the X on and in. Okay, so we're good right now. Now, what you're going to notice is that the A does an amazing job of getting behind the cloud flat, but yet still underneath the strong safety. As long as we get the Y down the field without any type of, bumps or any type of obstruction. And you're going to see that the A is going to do a great job. Now, if you have a faster player there that kind of gets there too quickly from a speed correlation, you can always smart route this route, and you're going to see that the smart route is going to be a little bit shorter, and it's actually going to be a really nice route as well. Anything around 10 yards is going to give you a really nice angle there. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave them on that and just leave the smart route as an optional route for you when you kind of test out your personnel. So here we go. We're going to take this A. You're going to see that he's going to get to the right side. I like to stay in the pocket a little bit, wait for the guy to get outside, and you're going to see how a great opening pocket you're going to have right there. Let's look at instant replay real quick to show it to you, just so you can see exactly what we're looking at here. Again, this guy right here is going to pull this guy down. You can see that he's able to do that. And with this route combination here, that guy goes ahead and does it. You can have all this green grass over here that we threw it to, and get yourself some nice catch and some good yardage there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at cover 3. And with cover 3, what you're going to see here is that you're going to have 2 options. The first option we're going to show you is, let's do a traditional cover 3 in which we're going to go ahead and not put those players in deep thirds, okay? So we're going to put the B on the out, the Y on the fade, block our running back, and then we're just going to put this X on and in. Now, when going against a traditional cover 3, you're going to notice that you're going to have a one-play score opportunity to the wide side of the field, to the wide receiver. The B is going to hold that player down. You can see that the Y is going to be wide open. You're going to be able to rack catch that and hopefully have a little bit better throw where I should have thrown it to the outside rather than the inside shoulder. And I'll show you that real quick just so you can see a better throw of what you should anticipate. Again, Y on the fade, B on the out. Go ahead and max protect, put the X on the in. And once the guy settles, go ahead, hike the ball. And you should see here with this wide receiver, you should be throwing this ball to the outside, rack catch it, and get your one-play score, okay? So that's the better throw. I got a little bit lazy on my first throw. Make sure that you throw that because that's going to give you the best success. Now, if you're going against a cover 3 where they're protecting the insides with those corners, now I've got them on a type of inverted coverage, you're going to see that you're going to have that same success to that A receiver. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to put the Y on a fade, max protect, B on an out, and then the X on an in, right? So here we are. We're going to be all set. And watch how this works with that inverted player. He's going to get that Y down the field, leaving that A open in that soft spot over there that you're going to be able to throw it to him. So it's really kind of a 1-2 read. You're reading the tight end. If the tight end goes ahead and is open, great. Typically speaking, you know, the way I make this read, depending on what I'm looking at, is do I have that wide open space to that fade? If I do, obviously we're going to take it. If not, the tight end is going to be the player that I'm going to hit. And then if they overcommit, I'm going to the X on the middle. That's really how I break this play down and really have a lot of success with it. So before we end this video, I want to show you real quick a way to get your personnel right if it's not working that great for you because the speed correlation is off, or maybe you just don't have the tight end that has the good enough route running to really make this work for you. I'm going to show you a package I like to go to that I would suggest you do as well if you're having any issues with your normal alignment. And that's going to be the wide receiver slot. And what that does, if you look at the screen here, my number 12 is my number 2 receiver. It puts him in the spot in which he's going to be running the corner route. What also does is put your number 1 receiver in the left slot, giving him the ability to go ahead and run the deep route, which is going to be the fade route. Now, the one route that's probably the least important when it comes to this route combination is the player on the far right, and that's going to be the out route, but now we're going to give that to the tight end. So if you don't have a great tight end, maybe this is a better alignment for you for this play because you're going to give him a roll, and that's basically just a hold down coverage. He doesn't really need to have good route running. So when we do this, I'm going to show you here that, you know, depending on your personnel, maybe you don't have a speedster you can use other than your number 1 receiver, and you really want somebody to have a little bit more speed in the wide position. So this is a good spot. So you know what? The guy's been playing traditional cover 3. I don't really have a good fast player in my number 2 and number 3 depth chart. I need my number 1 player running this. Just go ahead and toggle over to the wide receiver slot. You're going to notice that the Y is going to be your number 1 receiver. He's going to go down the field. We're going to be able to throw it to him. We'll rack catch this and get ourselves that 1-play score. Now, what's nice about this as well is that if your number 2 receiver has a higher route running than your tight end, what specifically you'll end up getting is the ability to go ahead and get that player to the outside. So this time what I'm going to do is just going to do the same thing with the underneath over the top, but I'll put the outside guys in inverted just so you can see this against cover 3. Now, I'm going to move this guy over, and I'm going to put him in the same thing we've been doing, but you can notice that right now that the number 2 receiver is doing that corner route, right? Now, let's go ahead and show it to you when the corner route is now smart routed and you're using a better receiver, you're going to get some really good results as well. So again, what you see here is that B is going to cover that player, A is going to get to the outside, we're going to be able to throw it to that player, and you're going to get that easy catch on the side. But it's going to be done a little bit quicker. And the reason why I want to show you that it's a little bit quicker is that you're only blocking 1 extra player. So you got 6 blockers. Should be plenty for the opportunity to get this off. But, you know, if you want to get the ball out of your hand quicker, using this adjustment will definitely give you that opportunity because that player is going to run that route a lot quicker than a tight end would in that instance. So I just want to give you something to think about, something from scheming standpoint give everybody an opportunity to make this work with the personnel that you got in order to have a successful play. I want to say thank you for everybody that has watched this video all the way to the end. We do appreciate your support. If you got something useful out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It does really help us grow our channel. If you're new to our channel and haven't seen one of the videos that are on your screen right now, go ahead and check it out for some great Madden content. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.